With the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lance now on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down and 4, Lance. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They're talking about retirement the last 6, 7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. Now for everyone in this locker room to move.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Titans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance,
a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1-7. Nothing on EA Sports.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards to pick up there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Lance with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down. On play action, Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
They'll try again.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively.
Right there, 54, right there.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Guy.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
5 yards remain on second down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go with a keeper. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Henry again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And got his man complete. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big play there for the Niners.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second down and 7.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Henry out of the pistol. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Kittle catching the slant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Over the middle, it's complete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Again, it's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. On now is the Titans punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially if...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
One final try now for Lance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up.